Ada was kind and beautiful, with long braids and a heart full of dreams. But Ada had a problem. Her stepmother, Mrs. Nechem, was very mean to her. Every day, Ada had to do all the chores, washing clothes, sweeping the floors, cooking meals and fetching water from the well. Mrs. Nechem never let Ada have any fun or rest. One day, Mrs. Nechem married Ada to a man from another village. She thought this man was rich because he lived in a big house, so she arranged the marriage without asking Ada. Ada was scared and sad, but she had no choice. When Ada arrived at her new home, she was surprised. The house was big, but it was ancient. The walls had cracks, and the roof leaked when it rained. Inside, there was hardly any furniture. Ada felt her heart sink. How could she live in such a place? Chike, her new husband, welcomed her with a warm smile. "Welcome, Ada," Chike said kindly. "I know my house is not in good shape, but I promise to take care of you." Ada smiled back, feeling a bit better. Chike was kind, and she believed they could make the best of their situation. Ada and Chike started their new life together. Every day they worked hard to improve their home. They planted vegetables in the garden, fixed the roof, and cleaned the house. Although they didn't have much money, they found joy in working together. One sunny morning, as Ada was tending to the garden, she noticed a girl watching behind a tree. The girl had bright eyes and a shy smile. "Hello," Ada called out. "Do you want to help me in the garden?" The girl nodded and stepped forward. "My name is Amara," she said softly. "I live nearby. My family is poor too, and we sometimes don't have enough food to eat." Ada felt sympathy for Amara. "You can help us," Ada said with a smile. "We can share our vegetables with you." Amara's face lit up. From that day on, she became a regular visitor. She helped Ada and Chike in the garden, and in return, they shared their vegetables with her family. Amara's cheerful presence brought new energy to their home. Word spread quickly in the village about Ada and Chike's hard work and generosity. Soon, other villagers started coming to help. They brought tools, seeds, and even old furniture. The once old house began to look much better. The garden flourished, and the roof no longer leaked. One day, an old man named Papa Obi came to visit. He was known in the village for his wisdom and kind heart. He looked at Ada and Chike's home with approval. "You have done well," Papa Obi said. "The true wealth is not in gold or silver, but in the love and kindness you share." Ada and Chike felt proud and happy. With the villagers' help, they had turned their house into a warm and welcoming home. One rainy evening, there was a loud knock on the door. Ada opened it and was shocked to see Mrs. Nechem, drenched in the rain, standing there. Ada quickly invited her stepmother inside. Mrs. Nechem looked around with sharp eyes. She saw the clean house, the fresh flowers on the table, and the vegetables neatly arranged in baskets. "Hey, Mem," she said. "This house is not as grand as I expected, but it looks nice enough." Ada's heart raced. She was worried that her stepmother would discover the truth about Chike's wealth or lack thereof. As they sat down for dinner, Mrs. Nechem asked many questions. "How do you manage to keep this house so clean? Where do you get all these vegetables?" Ada and Chike exchanged nervous glances. They decided to tell the truth. "Chike is not rich," Ada said softly. "But he is kind and hard-working. With the help of our friends, we have made our home a happy place." Mrs. Nechem was silent for a moment. She looked at Ada and Chike, then at the villagers who had come to help. Slowly she nodded. "I see," she said. "You have found true happiness, which is more valuable than money." After Mrs. Nekem's visit, the villagers continued to help Ada and Chike. They worked together to fix the old house, plant more vegetables, and even build a small chicken coop. The village became a place of unity and support. One day, a young boy named Kelechi came to Ada with a worried look. "My father is very sick," he said. "We don't have money for medicine." Ada felt a surge of compassion. She gathered some vegetables, eggs, and a little money. "Take this to your father," she said. "We will visit him tomorrow to see how we can help." Ada, Chike, and some villagers visited Kelechi's father the next day. They brought more food and herbs that could help. With their care and support, Kelechi's father slowly began to recover. To celebrate their unity and hard work, the villagers held a festival. They decorated the village with colourful ribbons and flowers. Everyone brought food, and there was music and dancing. Ada and Chike were joyful as they watched their friends and neighbours come together. The festival celebrated their journey and the love they'd found in their community. As the sun set, Papa Obi stood up to speak. "We have learned that true wealth is not in riches but in the kindness we share. Let us continue to help one another and build a better future together." The villagers cheered, and Ada felt her heart swell with happiness. She looked at Chike and knew they had found something more precious than gold. As time went on, Ada and Chike faced more challenges. Storms damaged their crops and sometimes there wasn't enough food. But the villagers always came together to help one another. One particularly harsh winter, the village was running low on supplies. Ada, Chike, and their friends worked tirelessly to ensure everyone had enough to eat. They shared everything they had, even when it meant going without themselves. Their hard work and determination paid off. When spring arrived, the village celebrated their survival. The bonds they had formed were more vital than ever. One bright morning, Ada had terrific news. She was going to have a baby. The entire village was excited. They helped Ada and Chike prepare for the new arrival, building a cozy nursery and knitting tiny clothes. When the baby was born, the village celebrated with a big feast. They named the baby Nekem in honor of Ada's stepmother, who had learned to appreciate the value of love and kindness. Ada and Chike were filled with joy as they held their baby, surrounded by friends and family. They knew their child would grow up in a village filled with love and support. Years passed, and Ada and Chike's home symbolized hope and community in the village. One day, Mrs. Nekem visited again, this time older and wiser. She looked around the village and saw the happy faces, the well-kept homes, and the flourishing gardens. "You have done well, Ada," she said with a smile. "I am proud of you." Ada felt tears in her eyes. She hugged her stepmother and said, "Thank you, Mrs. Nekem. We have learned that true wealth is found in the love and kindness we share." Mrs. Nekem stayed with Ada and Chike for a while, helping with the chores and enjoying the company of her grandchildren. She saw firsthand the strength of the community they had built. Ada and Chike's story spread beyond their village as the years passed by. People from other villages came to learn from them and to see the incredible community they had created. Ada and Chike openly welcomed everyone, sharing their wisdom and love. Their children grew up learning the values of kindness, hard work, and community. They carried these lessons wherever they went, spreading love and unity. One day, Ada and Chike stood together. looking over their village. They saw their friends' and families' happy faces, flourishing gardens and well-kept homes. They knew that they had built something truly special. With smiles and love in their hearts, they held hands and whispered, "We did it together." So, Ada and Chike's legacy of love and kindness lives on, reminding everyone that true wealth is found in the hearts of those who care for one another.